This week, a new host, a roving correspondent, and your first helping of reality from Dr. Reality. It's the week at Belmont. Welcome to a brand new semester of the week at Belmont. I'm Dustin Stout, and my, how time flies. Summer vacation is wrapping up and classes are beginning. No more staying up late watching reruns of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, sleeping until 2 p.m., and lounging by the pool all day with lemonade in hand. That's right, today is the first day of classes. But not to worry, it's drop ad period. Having second thoughts about registering for underwater basket weaving? You have until next Tuesday, August 30th, to drop it and add something a little more logical. And before we get away too far from the subject of summertime, you may have already noticed what the university was busy doing this summer, replacing what we used to call Bruin Hills with a gigantic hole. Surprise! For more, we go now to our interim correspondent, Chase Graham. Chase?
Thanks, Dustin. As you can see behind me, there's a giant hole where Bruin Hills used to be. Now, while it might not look any different, or so I've been told.
Dude, you know that's the wrong hole.
The blasting at Bruin Hills is for a new parking garage below what will become the university's newest residence hall. It will add 298 beds and 562 parking spaces. Yes, I said 562 parking spaces. Rejoice! But this isn't the only new addition to campus. Bruin Grounds, the new cafe inside the library, is now up and running, as is the BLVD Music Shop, the newest student-run business on the corner of Bernard and Belmont Boulevard. It's an instrument consignment store that will host in-store jam sessions to help local artists and students increase their visibility. Cool, huh? So this got me thinking. With all these new shops, cafes, and dorms, I was inspired to write a song. I'm a freshman and I'm new here. I can't figure out where all these buildings are. Back to you, Justin.
Thanks, Chase. Interesting. Anyway, believe it or not, there were even more things going on around campus this summer. The Pipeline Project, an entertainment industry's think tank, met all summer to, quote, develop cutting-edge concepts and solutions to influence the entertainment and music industries through their creative capital. To figure out exactly what that means, I sat down with Lisa Sakinski, one of the students who took part in the Pipeline Project. Take a look. So Lisa, for someone who hasn't heard of the Pipeline Project, could you tell me exactly what that is?
Yes, it's an undergraduate think tank dedicated to coming up with new and innovative ideas for the music industry and entertainment industry.
All right, very cool. Well, and what kind of people made up the Pipeline Project this summer?
There were 9 undergraduate students ranging from going into their sophomore year to going into law school. Majors were irrelevant to the project. It was a very diverse group of people just really coming together to see what kind of ideas students could bring forth.
Okay. And I understand there was one particular event that you put on at Nashville's Club Roar that made quite an impact. Could you talk about that and tell me what the significance of that event is?
Yes, we put on a concert featuring Natalie Royal, Mackenzie Scott, and Foxes Have Foxholes, all Belmont bands. The event produced marketing materials for them, including a 6-song live EP, a music video, and professional photographs. And the total cost for the event was only $1,000 per band, including a unique experience where they were able to have a catered meal with some of their fans during the recording.
That's great. I understand that you also got to work with some pretty great people in the industry this summer. Who was your mentor and what did you learn from this person?
My mentor was a man by the name of Wendell Moore. He's the president of the Capital Group, which handles the lobbying for the Recording Industry Association. And it was just really unique to be able to get out of the Belmont bubble, per se, and be out in the industry and have someone who had been there in your career field and could tell you exactly what the next steps really were.
Awesome. Thanks again, Lisa. Well, Belmont's newest class has moved in, been welcomed, and been orientated. So let's throw things over to Dr. Reality for our weekly helping of the truth. Dr. Reality, what do you got for us this week?
Well, Dustin, like you mentioned, the freshmen have arrived. They're still new to campus, and let's be honest, the most in need for a little dose of reality. So, Here are my lessons for the class of 2015 to live by. Freshmen, it doesn't matter how talented you are. No one wants to hear how well you play the guitar late at night in the quad. When you decide you want to have World of Wings for dinner, know what you want and don't hold up the rest of the people in the curb for 10 minutes while you order. No one wants to hear how well you play the ukulele in the grassy knoll. Girls, when you sneak boys into your room and use the excuse that you just wanted to show him your room, the RA knows you're lying. This isn't high school. No one wants to know how well you sing Forget You by CeeLo Green at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the middle of Patton Lobby. And most importantly, if you want a lofting kit to bunk your bed and then you hit your head on the ceiling in the middle of the night and are so startled that you fall out and break your leg, don't come complaining to me. Back to you, Dustin.
Whoa. Thanks, Dr. Reality. And for those freshmen who are now rethinking their entire college career thanks to that dose of the truth, the Student Activities Fair is next week. Come learn how to get involved at Belmont. It's next Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the Curb Event Center. Speaking of student organizations, if you've got an idea and want to start your own club at Belmont, you can now start submitting applications to the Assistant Director of Student Activities, Sarah Stacy. They're due September 30th. Well, that's about all we have this week. We're so glad you joined us. Have a great first week of classes and be sure to join us again next Wednesday for another edition of The Week at Belmont. Until then, I'm Dustin Stout.